Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. And then he will try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Young working out of the gun. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Ball on to give up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Travis Kelce. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
The one thing we talked about coming into this was we didn't have the impression of fight that he's going to have all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
3rd down and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And taken right at the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 in the first down. A give running right is Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
It's Young off play action. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing, Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. To throw, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamar Chase, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Pollard again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion with a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Gone. The Panther rush too strong. He'll get there and take him down. Goff and his guys now coming off the field. They're going for this. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Young on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Young. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
This is taken around the 12. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Off past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run forward, Pollard.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
72 yards rushing for him in this 1st half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Pollard will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
To throw is gone.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Got that look from you there. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to the 33-yard line.
90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Goff now to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll start on the ground. Hall
fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On play action, Young. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Now Young running the option left. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Give to Hall running right.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And Young's throw there incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Breece Hall.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Kalijah Cansey in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. Brad Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. Shifts by him, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
There's the stiff arm. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
2nd down and 6 now. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Has some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
They'll try to throw now. Young.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Gets around him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.